And I found out from an independent team of doctors the end of last year, they looked through my reports and researched my case and said that I'm lucky to be alive, that I probably would have died. I'm gonna try to get through this life update without crying at all. I feel like every time I do a life update with you all, it's this dramatic thing, and I don't mean it to be. I'm not doing any of this for attention, you all. Please trust me. I have a 5-year-old at home, 3 dogs. My mom lives with me. My husband's with me. My in-laws are gonna stay with me for a little bit. You guys, I've got a packed house. I literally have to hide in the car in the driveway to get some downtime. That's how much attention I get at home. So I don't need attention online, you guys. I tell you very personal, real things in my life. I genuinely want to help other women out there who have gone through what I've gone through. For one, not to feel alone, but also to know what things to look for to advocate for yourself, especially when it comes to health. I'm gonna talk about health a lot in this video. So basically, we are now in Colorado. Ta-da! Welcome to the new kitchen. We're here for a little bit. I'm actually at an Airbnb right now because we finally found a home. It was this whole ordeal, you guys, of finding a home, and we move in June. So from now until June, we are just kind of bouncing from Airbnb to Airbnb, which has been a lot, you guys. So we left Texas. Our home sold the end of February. Actually, it sold in January. We didn't move until the end of February. So this whole year, you all, I mean, we're in April now, has been just absolute roller coaster and chaos. Basically, what happened for us to leave Texas was my health. I don't remember if I told you all this, but right before Christmas, I almost died. Last year, I almost died twice. Told myself I wasn't gonna cry today. On December 22nd, I had a massive asthma attack. I've had asthma and allergies for about the last year. It started right during my pregnancy last year. So I got unexpectedly pregnant last year. I did a whole video talking about my miscarriage. I'll touch on it today a little bit, but when I got pregnant last year, something happened. I don't know what it was, you guys. I still don't have full answers, but I don't know if it was just hormonal related. I started getting severe asthma. And before that, I had allergies, which I never had before until we moved to Texas. So once we got to Texas, I had bad allergies, but then last year I got severe asthma. I mean, to the point, you all, I have 2 inhalers I have to keep with me at all times. And there were several days where I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I went to the urgent care and emergency room multiple times, but on December 22nd, I woke up in the middle of the night, not able to breathe, to the point where I started to black out. And I started breaking out in a full sweat. And I went to use one of my inhalers and it didn't work. Like I showed the number, you know, and it has a little number on there. It says like 110. It said 110. I was like, okay, this is new. I should just work. It was not working. So I ended up using a backup inhaler, which was an epi inhaler that we had gotten over the counter just as a backup because I was only allowed 1 inhaler at a time for my prescriptions, a whole ordeal, healthcare in America. So I had a backup inhaler, this epi one. I'd never used it before until the 22nd because I was having such a hard time breathing, and I ended up going into cardiac distress. I'm not gonna say cardiac arrest because it wasn't that, it was distress. You guys, I felt full on that I was having a heart attack. My husband could even see it. I was breaking out into a full sweat. I was very cold, very clammy. My husband said my face just went ghost white. I started to black out. I still couldn't breathe. So we called the paramedics, and when they got there, they did an EKG. They said, we've got to get you to the hospital. Your heart is under distress. We just need to make sure that everything's okay. So I got to the ER. The doctor ran tests on me, and basically he said, if you were any older or if your heart wasn't as strong, this could have been a really bad outcome. He's like, where did you get this epi inhaler? I said, I got it over the counter. He was like, I can't believe they're selling this. Like, this is really strong. And for someone like you who's middle age, basically I'm in my 40s, this is not safe to use. So the doctor had told me, he asked like, why have you always had asthma? I said, no, I just started getting it this year. I don't know what's going on. I'm highly allergic to the pollen, cedar trees, grass, everything in Texas. And he was like, you've got to get out then. He was like, if this weather warms up and your asthma is this bad now, it's only going to get worse, and I can't guarantee that you're going to make it. So we, right after Christmas, this was like a huge roller coaster. It's literally right around Christmas time. We're like, okay, we got to get out of here. So we listed the house for sale the week after Christmas, you all. It was like right after New Year's. And the house fortunately sold in a few days, and we just started packing up. So this whole year has been about packing, moving, and getting to Colorado. So we got to Colorado mid-March. We stayed in Texas for an extra week because our warehouse is there and things like that. We just needed some time to transition. So we got up to here, and we didn't even have time to like look for houses because I was like, I'm not gonna get a house without seeing it in person. We're like, okay, we'll go look when we get up here. Y'all, it's like Hunger Games in Colorado. We had looked, I'm not exaggerating, 22 houses for 2 weeks straight, every single day, nonstop, multiple times a day. We were looking at houses. And we finally got one, but it wasn't available until later. So we're like, okay, we're gonna stay in Airbnb. So we have been bouncing around from Airbnb one to the next. It's been very just chaotic, you guys. And I like work, you know, Marstay and like all these people, like vendors I'm working with, everyone's like, what's going on? Are you okay? I don't hear from you. Like everyone's mad at me right now because I literally have not been able to even work at remote capacity because we've been so focused on my health, moving, finding a house, getting transitioned to Colorado. It's been a lot. But with all of that being said, I'm so grateful to be here, you guys. It's so pretty. Almost every day we go out for walks. There's beautiful mountains. The weather's dry. It's sunny. It's so nice. And my symptoms already have started to get better. My swelling has gone down. I still have the asthma, but it's not as bad as it was in Texas. So we're still trying to figure out that solution. So I'm still seeing doctors on that. The other reason we had left Texas because of my miscarriage last year of how it was handled. I didn't find out till the end of last year. I don't think I told you all this as well. An independent news station had contacted me and wanted to hear more about my story. I shared very publicly about how my miscarriages were handled, both of them. They both were handled horrifically in Texas. This last one was at the fault of the hospital. It was Houston Methodist Hospital. I'm not going to protect them. I'm not going to sit here and BS. It straight up was Houston Methodist Hospital in the Woodlands. It was the most horrific experience of my life. I will never set foot in that hospital. When I had my miscarriage last May, my insurance company first off denied me having a DNC. The doctors had told me, because they found out that my pregnancy wasn't viable, they told me that I actually could have a DNC, which I was surprised because the one miscarriage before I was denied a DNC because of the laws in Texas. But this time I was allowed a DNC. Then my insurance came back and said they weren't going to cover it. So it became this fighting back and forth between the hospital and the insurance company. And while this all fighting back was happening, I started to miscarry naturally at home. Long story short, May 9th is when I started to miscarry, and I was sent home during my miscarriage still with dead tissue inside of me. It was my son was still inside of my body, and I didn't miscarry him until 2 days later. And I found out from an independent team of doctors the end of last year. They looked through my reports and researched my case and said that I'm lucky to be alive, that I probably would have died last May from that miscarriage because I was sent home with dead tissue inside of me, and I'm lucky that I didn't go septic. If I was a cat, I would have used up a few lives already. So because of that, that's why we left Texas. It was honestly because of health. I can't in good faith stay at a place that just didn't give a about my health or my well-being. I didn't have a good experience with the healthcare, and I'm so sorry to feel negative, Nancy, for all of my Texans out there. You all are so lovely. I mean this with every fiber of my soul. Texans are the kindest, most genuine, sweetest, that Southern hospitality vibe I've ever met. I really, really mean that. But the state itself has not been kind to me, and the healthcare in my experience has been absolutely horrific. So we left in order, honestly, for me to stay alive. So that's why we're in Colorado. Speaking of health, so where I'm at now with my health is I'm still trying to get answers for things. I'm trying to get my asthma under control. My allergies have gone down significantly. I'm not as swollen anymore. I'm still struggling a bit, but the doctors are saying, look, this is going to take time. You have to adjust even to the elevation up here. It's an adjustment. And then also, I'm still also dealing with perimenopause. And I've talked about this in the past as well. Throughout all of this traumatic health stuff, you guys, with all of my symptoms, I'm telling you guys, in the last 3.5 years of living in Texas, I had probably seen over 30 different doctors. I'm not exaggerating, over 30 doctors, and not one single doctor and anyone that I've talked with even thought to ask me about my hormones or perimenopause. I'm 45, so obviously I'm in that age bracket that I'm going to be either full-blown menopause or perimenopause. It wasn't even brought up at all. So right now I'm still working with Midi Health. They are sponsoring today's video. I've worked with them for a long time. You guys know this. I actually wanted to show you my patch that I'm wearing from them. So I've been consistently every single month meeting with a clinician from Midi Health for my perimenopause to give me hormones that I need, because I found out later that my progesterone was bottomed out. I had no progesterone at all. My estrogen was also low, so I wear these patches. Excuse me that I'm wearing a nude bra with a black top today. Can you guys see it? I don't know if it'll show up on camera. There we go. Right there. That's my estrogen patch. So I get these from Midi Health. They have literally saved my life, you guys, because I was having like night sweats, itchy ears, all these other symptoms on top of my asthma and other things that were going on that were inexplainable, and no one was helping me. So I've been consistently working with them every month, and I truly love them, you guys. And the only reason that I partner with them and I speak out about programs like this is because in my experience, I have to take ownership of my health now. I can't depend on hospitals or even primary care doctors to help me me figure out what's going on with my health. I have to be an advocate for myself and try to do whatever I can to get the help that I need. So that's why I started working with Midi, was because I was finally getting answers and being heard. And I love my clinician, you guys. She's so sweet. She asks me every single month, Marlena, how are you feeling? Tell me your symptoms. Are your symptoms better? She just doesn't go off of numbers and just clock me off and be like, oh, you're fine. Your blood work is fine. Go out the door. You know, she's very much like, how are you feeling? How are your symptoms? And for me, feeling heard for the first time was truly life-changing for me. So I'll always be with them. I'll always work with them because they literally have changed my life. So Midi Health is basically a high-quality medical care for women. They specialize in a lot of different things like weight loss, perimenopause, menopause, women living with a cancer diagnosis who may be dealing with menopause at the same time, anyone who's had a hysterectomy, like pretty much anything centered around women's health they can help with. And they're phenomenal. And the great thing, you all, is they work with my primary care physician. So when they order me blood work, they'll go through my primary care physician or get that ordered separately, but they always work hand in hand with the doctor you already have. So it's not like they're trying to take over anything like that. They just supplement and help you wherever you need it. And I appreciate that so much. And for me, what's been life-saving has, because I don't feel good so many days, it's hard for me to constantly go out to the doctors. Like, I've done that so much. I don't have time to travel and things like that. So I'm able to sit one-on-one with my clinician and do a Zoom session. And then they're able to order whatever blood work that I need and then start with a program that they feel works for me. And then they do monthly check-ins to see how am I feeling? Is it actually working or not? And that's what I appreciate so much. So I'll put all of the information, you guys, in the description box. I highly recommend them. I'm saying that with every bit of my being. Like, they really have transformed my life. I'm so grateful to be on the estrogen patches now. I also take progesterone pills. And since I started that program, I'm feeling a lot better than what I used to. A lot of my symptoms has started to go away. And I feel just being heard has been the biggest thing for me, where I feel like someone's actually listening to me and wanting to know how I feel. And then the other update I have for y'all is about Marstay. I haven't had enough coffee today. I have not been able to market Marstay like I should. It's doing amazing. Everyone who's getting their fragrances, they love them. They love the quality. We've had issues of staying in stock with everything because as soon as we restock like Discovery Sets or Essence Vanille and Une Nuit Parisienne, those are our top sellers, they always sell out really fast. So right now we're just trying to get ahead and have enough inventory on hand for everyone. So that's kind of been a learning curve for us. But also, like, when it comes to marketing, you guys, I haven't been able to get a grip on posting about it and pushing it and promoting it as much as I could, because I really wasn't expecting to be sideswept by my health and having to move suddenly to Colorado. So that's kind of been on me on that. So I'm hoping in the next few months or so, we'll definitely be marketing it a lot more. But everyone who's buying the products loves it. We have 5-star reviews across the board for so many fragrances. And then also we have another fragrance that we're working on. Michael and I are working on that right now that will launch in the near future, which I'm so excited about. I think you guys will really love this one as well. So there are newer things coming, and the beauty part of the line is coming as well. Everyone keeps asking about that. That'll come later this year. So I won't say everything about it, a specific date or what I'm launching. I want to make sure everything's solid and good to go before that happens. But I'm so grateful for all you guys who are supporting Marstay. I just am passionate about it. I'm still staying on top of my education. I've been taking more classes on formulations, how to build fragrance accords. I meet with Michael on a regular basis. Like, I'm making sure that I'm staying as educated as I can to produce the best products that I possibly can. Like, I'm just not like, oh, let me slap my name on this. This is Marlena's perfume. No, I'm actually learning about fragrance development, you guys. I've studied 300 plus raw materials. I put in months and months and months of work and studying, learning everything I can about the fragrance industry. It's been really fun, really exciting. Also, an update on the Makeup Geek Academy. That is still going. I just had a one-on-one session with someone yesterday. She was so amazing. Hi, Katia. Hope you're watching. I love my students, you guys. I love them so much. They are so sweet, eager to learn. Like, they just come, show up excited. It's such a cool group, you guys. I honestly, if I'm ever feeling down, I'll do a live Q&A with my students in the academy. I just instantly get cheered up. Like, they make me so happy. So that's still going on. I haven't promoted that as much as well. Honestly, just because other things have taken precedence and I had to focus, from the last half of last year on Marstay. The website is getting redone for the Makeup Geek Academy. And I also have another teacher that's coming on board that you guys will be so excited to meet. He's absolutely incredible. So I have other people that are coming on board to teach some really cool classes as well. I think you guys will really enjoy. I'm starting to ramp up the business and beauty program. I have several one-on-one clients that are starting businesses that I'm helping to get off the ground. It's going super well, you guys. I'm so grateful for them. So all of that's happening on the back end, you guys. Even though I'm not talking about it and promoting it, that's all still in motion. I just haven't been able to market it because of my health and things like that. So the other thing is just family life, you guys. We are so grateful to be in Colorado. When I tell you all, like, I feel like I'm starting to finally feel healthy again. I've obviously, as you guys can can see, I've gained a lot of weight in the last several years because I felt like I'm sorry to curse on here and be blunt. I have felt like utter dog crap for the last several years. I haven't been able to exercise. I've been sick and tired for so long. And I feel like now finally being here in Colorado, I'm able to get outdoors all the time. I couldn't even get outdoors in Texas because my asthma was so bad. It was so humid. It was hard to breathe, but here it's drier. It's sunny. We're able to go out all the time. So almost every day I take the dogs and Audie for a walk, go to a nice, beautiful park. There's so many parks here, you guys. We had chose Colorado mainly because we knew it was going to be a healthy lifestyle for all of us, including Audie. We wanted her to grow up in a place that had parks and nature and things to do outside. I don't want my child to be glued to the phone and stuck on social media. I want her to be outside and enjoying life. So that's why we chose Colorado. It just feels like home. I don't know how to say it. It feels like this is where we're meant to be. So I know this is our final stop. I told my husband, I was like, if anyone doesn't like it here, I'm sorry, I'm staying. I'm too old. I'm tired of moving, you guys. I'm so tired. I was like, my butt is staying here. So that's where we're gonna end up raising Audie, is in Colorado. And I'm super grateful, you guys. Everyone here is so friendly. So that's pretty much the life update for now. Is just a lot of transitions going on behind the scenes, a lot of health stuff going on. If I could say anything from this video all, is if you are not getting answers from your doctors, please fight. Don't give up fighting. Be an advocate for yourself. If your doctor is not getting you answers, go to someone else. Go to a different program like Midi Health for your hormone or perimenopause symptoms. If you need blood work and your doctor's not ordering it, go get it independently. I've done that this year as well. I have just taken the reins on my health because I'm so tired of depending on the medical system to help me. They've just let me down too many times. And I don't mean to say that in a derogatory way, but please just be an advocate for yourself, you guys. If you feel that something's not right, you're probably right. Go get it checked out and just fight for yourself because you know your body more than anyone else. I'm gonna step up my soapbox now. I could talk a lot about medical stuff. So I really hope you all are staying happy and healthy and are thriving and doing the best that you can. I know it's a crazy year we're living in, but hopefully some of us can stick together and make this through this crazy time. So see you all